Hey class, hi, hello, namaste, adabar, sasriyakal, assalamu alaikum, vanakkam and khamma ghani to all of you. Welcome to today's class, and as you all know, this is your CBSE grade 9 and statistics session 2. Right? So in this session we will be talking about your bar graph. How do we draw bar graph? What are some questions related to it? Let me tell you one thing very clearly, that this topic is very easy topic, like the easiest topic in this whole chapter. So let's start solving this question. Now before I start, let me tell you one thing, that all those students who are watching this session, please do not forget to like the video, share the video with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you are new here and you have not done it yet. Right? So let's move ahead now. So first thing, graphical representation of data. So what it says, see, it's always better to to understand the data. It is very easy to understand it with the help of a picture compared to a table or any words, right? Got it? So that is why we use bar graph, because this gives us a pictorial representation for the data. Got it? So this gives you a pictorial representation of the data. Now histogram and frequency polygons are removed from your syllabus, so we'll be talking about the bar graphs. Now bar graphs is the pictorial representation. Generally we will draw it on x and y axis, okay, where there should be equal spacing. On x axis will keep the values, okay, for what we are doing the counting or the data, that whatever data we have, whatever the data is representing, whatever quantities the data is representing, that should be kept on x axis, and that too with the bars we have to plot them at different parts. Suppose let's say I'm talking about the numbers of the cars which are being sold of different types. Let's say we have 4 types of car, A, B, C, D. Okay, so car A, car B, car C, car D. Let's say 100 units, 200 units, 300 units and 400 units in a year, and 500 units in a year. So the data is giving you ki how many cars, the type of cars. So we have A, B, C and D, and units sold in a year. How many cars we have sold in a year? Let's say for example, for car A 300, for car B 400, for car C 200, for car D again 300. Got it? Let us say this is the data. So what we'll do, by this data is representing the cars sold in a year. So the cars will be represented on x-axis. The units, always the frequency will be represented on y-axis, right? So car A, how many units? 300 units are sold. So car A will look something like this. Car B 500 units. So car B will be 500 units like this. Car C 200 units. So car C's 200 units will look like this. And car D 300 units. So it will look like this. Got it? So this will represent your bar graph for the cars being sold in a year. Got it? So this is how you will represent the bar graph on y-axis. Here you can write on x-axis it represents the car, what cars are there. On y-axis we have written number of units sold in a year. So now see, one is you are looking at this data, looking at this number, right? One is the part you are looking at this data, you are looking at this number, and the other thing is you are looking at this graph. Now directly by looking at this graph I can say the maximum number of cars being sold is car B and minimum number of cars being sold is car C, because of the height of the bar graph. If the height is more, its frequency is more. If height is less, its frequency will be less. Now remember, in bar graph the thickness of all these bars should be equal. The thickness of all these bars should be equal, and the thickness between these the gap between these bars also should be equal. Got it? The difference or the difference or the gap between two rectangular bars should always be equal, and the thickness of the bars also should be equal. So this is how you represent a bar graph. Okay? So data is represented in the form of rectangular bars. Thickness of each bar should be same. Space between the bars also should be same. Very important. Thickness of all the bars should be same. Space between them should be same. height of the bar should be according to the numerical data represented or the frequency, according to the frequency, right? I have told you beta, it is a very easy topic, right? The first question, the approximate velocities of some vehicles are given below. Draw bar graph to represent the above data. Now see, we have bicycle, scooter, car, bus, train. Now look at the data here. Velocity is ranging from 27 till 90. We are going from 27 till 90. So you can either take a gap of 10 or 20. Let us take a scale of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. This is just a rough graph beta. Okay, first bicycle is 27. So bicycle is 27. Let's say 27 somewhere over here. Right here, bicycle. Scooter is 45. So keep the same amount of gap. Whatever is gap over here, same gap should be over here. And with the same thickness, draw 45. This will be your scooter. Okay. Then car is 90. Same gap you need to leave. Car is going up to 90. Like this. So this is your car. Bus is going up to 72. Same space. Bus is going up to 72. Let me extend this. So this will be your bus. And then train is up to 63. So same gap, 63. Between 60 and 70 should be your 63, somewhere over here. Okay. Then 72 should be just above 70. 72 is over here. This is 90 over here. This is 45, between 40 and 50, and this is 27 over here. So this is how you will represent the bar graph. This is how you will represent this bar graph. Okay, this is how you can clearly see this bar graph is going to look. Very easy part. Yeah, this is very easy. Given below a table which shows the year-wise strength of a school, represent this data by a bar graph. If you want to represent this data by a bar graph, remember these years are going to be on x-axis and the number of students will be on y-axis, because this is the frequency. Now you can see number of students is 800, 975, like this. So I can take it like 100, 200, 300, 400, or you can take 200, 400, 600, 800, whatever you feel like. Okay, so here suppose I have taken the gap of 200. So the scale on y-axis is 200 per centimeter. So 200. So one big division on y-axis is 200 units on y-axis. Got it? Now in 2012 and 13, 800. So we have matched it exactly with 800. Right? After that 975. So 975 will be just below 1000. Just below 1000. Now you know beta, in a graph, there are 10 lines. In a graph, there are 10 lines. Okay? Let's say this is the middle line. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now suppose if it is 800 and if it is 1000, how do I know where will be 975? So I know, sir, between exactly between 800 and 900, exactly between 800 and 900, this line in the middle will be 900. This line in the middle will be 900. And there are how many gaps? 10 gaps. Okay, there are 10 gaps, 10 lines from 800 to go 1000. There are 10 lines. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have I drawn one line extra? Yeah, one line here I have drawn extra at the bottom. Okay, so now there are 10 lines. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th line is 1000. Okay, so each line, how much it will be? So it's a total 200 units divided by 10 lines. So each line represents 20. So this will be 820. This will be 840. This will be 860. This will be 880. this is 900. Same way 920, 940, 960, 980. So 975 will be exactly below 980, just below that, just below you need to draw. So many students have this doubt that sir, how do we get it? So always take the unit, the scale on y-axis in such a way that it is divisible by 10. It is divisible by 10. So if you take any value which is divisible by 10, it will be more appropriate. Got it? Now, before I move ahead, let me tell you one thing, that Vedantu is giving you an opportunity to join Vedantu's Pro subscription, because whatever problem you are facing earlier, you will not face at Vedantu. All these problems are solved here, or all your doubts will be solved by a dedicated teacher in your class. Notes and assignments will be provided after each and every session. Tests will be conducted in a regular interval of time. Competitive examinations like NTSC, KVPY, no need to bother, everything will be provided to you. Schedule, that is, if you miss your class because of some reason, no need to panic, you can always watch the recording of the class. And at the end, choice of language, that can be Hindi or English. Okay. Other than that, the other bonuses which you are getting is you can attend as many live classes you want. There is no limit on how many classes you can attend. You can attend as many classes as you want. Then all micro and crash courses are free of cost. Micro courses are chapter specific course. So whatever chapter you want to revise, or whatever chapter you want to study early, whatever chapter you want to study again, all those chapters you can do it with the help of micro course. This facility you will not get anywhere else. If a teacher is teaching you the whole syllabus, they will teach the topic once. Next time if you have to learn it, you have to wait for the teacher to revise that. But here with micro course, you can do the revision at your own pace. You can choose to study whatever chapter you want. You can design your own curriculum. And crash course, that is your revision courses. Then performance reports and personalized attention to each and every student. So the link for the registration is given in the description box and the comment, or it is the pinned comment in the comment section. This will be your coupon code, and this coupon code will give you directly 20% off. Direct 20% off you will get using this coupon code. Okay, chalo, let's go for the next question. Next question is this: the air distance of 4 cities from Delhi are given below. Draw a bar graph to represent the above data. Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai and Hyderabad. So better to take a gap of 200. Right? Better to take a gap of 200. 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1200, 1400, 1600 and 1800 is the highest. Now Mumbai is 1340. 1340 beta, I know after between 1200 and 1400, between 1200 and 1400, exactly in the middle, you will have your 1300, the fifth line, and each line, since the total gap in 10 gaps, there are 10 gaps in between. Okay, there are 10 gaps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here also 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 10 gaps in between. So 200 divided by 10, that means each gap is increasing by 20. So this is 1220, 1220, 1240, 1260, 1280, 1300. So this will be 1300 and for 1320, and this will be your 1340. This will be 1320, 1340. So 1340 will be exactly somewhere over here, like this. Correct? 1100 will be between 1000 and 1200, somewhere over here. 1700 will be between 1600 and 1800, something over here. 1220, after 1200, one line, so it will be somewhere over here. Got it? The gap should be constant. It is a rough diagram. The actual diagram will look like this. The actual diagram is going to look like this, and I have told you how do you find out that these middle values, how it will be got. Whatever is the gap on your 1 centimeter unit, divide that by 10, you will get to know that how much it is increasing with each and every line, and then you will plot the remaining part. Okay, now let's move ahead. Next question. Look at the bar graph given below, read it carefully and answer the following. Okay, first question: which information does the bar graph give? So you can clearly see this is showing the marks, this is showing the subjects. So I can clearly say it is showing marks obtained in 5 different subjects. Okay, second one, in which subject is the student very good? So the student is obviously the good in the subject where he is scoring the highest mark. So highest mark he is scoring, see the length of the bar graph is maximum in case of maths. So he is brilliant in mathematics. You are also as well, right? Third part, in which subject he is the poorest? So in Hindi he is getting the least marks. So he is poorest in Hindi. What is his average mark? What is the average of his marks? So देखो, in English he has got 60. In Hindi he has got something somewhere between 30 and 40. So this marks I cannot find out right now because it is difficult. Around 32 something it should be. Okay, here how much he has got? He has got between, I think it is around 75. Here how much he has got? He has got 50. And here how much? I think this is also 60. I think it should be 32. Let us see. 35 it is. Okay, it is in the middle. 35. So 60, 35, 75, 50 and 60. 60, 35, 75, 50 and 60. So these are the marks. Don't worry, in exam it will be given accurately since we have typed over here. So it is like in this way. In exam they will show you with the proper part ki, what are the marks. So the average is what? Sum of all the values divided by number of values. Sum of all values will be 60 plus 35 plus 75 plus 50 plus 60. Whole divided by how many values are there? How many subjects? 5 subjects divided by 5. So you are getting 60 plus 60, 120. 120. 75 plus 35 is 110. So 110 plus 50 is equal to 160. 160 plus 120 is equal to 280. 280 divided by 5 is equal to 56. So he has got average of 50 marks. He averages 56 marks. Average of 56 marks. Got it? As simple as that. Right? Let's go for the next question. Next question is this. Given below is a bar graph showing the heights of 6 mountain peaks. These are the 6 different mountain peaks. This is Nanga Parbat. This is Amapuma. Annapurna, Kanchenjunga, Nanda Devi, Mount Everest and Himadri. These are the heights given. In the exam it will be written like this. If the values in the middle are given, then the values will be shown over here. The difference between the height of highest and smallest mountain peak. So highest is Mount Everest, which is 8,880. The smallest is Annapurna, which is 6,000. So the difference will be 8,800 minus 6,000, which is equal to 2,200. Right? Second one, which peak is the second highest? So after Mount Everest, the second highest height is 8,600, which is Kanchenjunga. So it will be Kanchenjunga. As simple as that. So that is your answer. Right? So as I have told you, beta, this is a very easy topic. Very easy topic, bar graph. You can solve these questions very easily. This is all in this part. Now let's look at the next question. The following data on the number of girls to the nearest 10 per 1000 boys in different section of Indian society is given below. Represent the information above by a bar graph. In the classroom, discuss what conclusion can be arrived at from the data. Now see, different sections of the societies are given and number of girls per 1000 boys is given. So if I represent it on the bar graph, I can take a scale of 100. So 100, 200, 300, 400 like that, and I will see the scale over here. Or you can do this thing. Let me tell you this part approach as well. What we do, see, I saw all the values are from between 900 to 1000 only. So instead of showing it from 100, 200, 300, 400, suppose if I show it like this, that 100, 200, 300, 400. So if it is 900 and if it is 1000, all the graph will look very similar. All the data are going to look very similar, around similar height, right? So that data will not give us as good information. It will not be, by looking at it, the getting the values will not be that much easy. So what we'll do, since I got to know ki sir all the values are between 1000 to 900 only, let's do one thing. Let's remove the values of 1000 to 900. Sorry, 100, 0 to 900. I don't need those values, right? So what I will do, after 0, I will directly start with 900. But I cannot do that. So for that, what I need to do, I need to put one zigzag over here. What does this zigzag tells? It tells that before this 900 and 0, by see, if I take the gap, if I don't draw this zigzag, if I don't draw this zigzag, what is the difference here? By see, if I write with 900, so I got to know ki 1 centimeter unit, the gap is I have taken as 900. Now if the next value if I take is a 910, 920, 930, 940, 950, okay, 960, 970, 980, 990, and here let us say 1000. If I take it like this, you will see sir from 0, 1, here 1 centimeter is jumping 900 and then it is jumping only 10. So the scale on y-axis is not correct, right? So for that reason, we will draw one zigzag over here. So this zigzag, what does it represent? It represents कि भाई from 0 till 900 na, I have followed the same method 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that. But since that data is not necessary over here, so I have compressed that whole. So zigzag means that same pattern has been followed earlier, but since it is not relevant, we are not using that. Got it? So bus after this plot the points. You can say scheduled caste 940, 940 is over here. Okay, scheduled tribe 970, so 970 you can represent here with matching with 970 and so on. Got it? So this is how you can draw the bar graph. Okay. Now in the classroom discuss what conclusion can be arrived at from the graph. So here we can see that the maximum number of girls are in the scheduled tribe section and the minimum number of girls are at the urban section of the population. Got it? As simple as that, this can be answered. Got it? So this is all beta in this class. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Very easy topic. Okay. So as I was telling you earlier that the link for registration for Vedantu Pro subscription is given in the description box as well as it is the pinned comment section. Just go there, select your grade 9, okay, CBSE 2021. Click here on get subscription. Once you will click on get subscription, you will have an option to choose from 1 month, 3 month or 6 months. You can choose any one you want. Okay, just don't forget to use the coupon code GPE Pro. Once you will use this code, you will get instantly 20% off. This coupon code is valid in 3 months also and it is valid in 6 months also. Now don't be afraid by looking at the price. This price includes all the subjects: maths, physics, chemistry, SST, biology and English. So for 1 month for all these subjects, this is the price over here. You can reduce this price more further if you take the course for more number of months. For example, if you take it for 6 months, the price per month 9,000, around 9,000 divided by 6 will be 1500 something. So this is how the price will decrease if you will take the course for more number of months. So the more number of months course you will take, the price per month will decrease. Got it? But in all the cases, 20% off is applicable everywhere. So the more benefit you get if you take more number of months. So the link is in the description box as well as it is in the pinned comment. This is the code GPE Pro. Do not forget this code. Got it? So this is all beta from my side in this class. I hope all of you enjoyed this. So thank you so much, bachcho, once again for attending this session. Very easy topic. Do not stress much. Just this topic, if you are seeing not just this class, this is enough for this topic. Nothing is going to come extra. Got it? So thank you so much, bachcho, for coming to the session. I'll see you soon in another class. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Sayonara. Khuda Hafiz to all of you. Bye bye.